Hey everybody, did you miss me? I missed you. Listen, it's been about, I'd say, look right here, 5 months since I did a Hearthstone video. And some things have happened since I've been gone for 5 months. I walk away for a few weeks and you guys blow up the place now. I wanted to go over a little bit of why, make sure that everybody's on the same page. Didn't leave because the meta's wonky, didn't leave because I was unhappy. Everything that's kind of happened in the past couple of weeks, past 2 months, 3 months, it was before I left. So maybe because I left, everything went to hell, but no. Some stuff happened. Things that I am not a fan of, things that I wish would change immediately. I don't want to complain about those too much. Listen, I left for reasons. I loved doing this. I love Hearthstone. We all know that, I think. And I try to be as positive as possible in the videos. And it wasn't, like I said, it wasn't anything negative. I got a new job responsibility. I got a new job, what have you. And things have been awesome. I've been thriving. And I'm still playing Hearthstone. Not as much, and I'll get into it. I'll get into the situation. The news. Listen, we see some of the news here, but it's just, it's met with some things, met with some people not liking some of the situations that are happening. I know you won't see it here, but, Hat leaving, I think it was a net negative. I think everybody made it super vocal. I won't get too far into that. Hat looks like he landed in a good place, and I'm happy for him, and I miss him on Hearthstone, but I still see him around Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and if he's happy, I'm happy. Let's look at the meta. I mean, looking at the meta right now, it looks very, very diverse. You can play, Demon Hunter, Paladin, Mage, Hunter, Priest, Death Knight. There's some good decks out here. I do see a lot of people complaining that it's boring. I do see people complaining that it's samey. I think I've seen a bunch of people complaining about starships needing to go. But listen, I mean, we've had metas that didn't have all this. Didn't have 6 or 7 classes that you could play above 50% win rates. And I looked into the budget aspect of it. I might start doing budget videos again. We'll see. There is some opportunities there for those of you that don't have a lot of dust. There's options for you. So this looks good. I mean, the one thing that I've definitely noticed after spending the 10,000 gold to buy the golden mini set is the mini set's not doing good. It really didn't hit. You can sit there and mess around with a couple of cards here and there, but when the highest play rate in one of the cards is 2%, that mini set didn't hit. I know they just did a patch recently. They did this patch and it didn't go over well. The social media team is doing what they can, but things are not great. I would say sentiment through social media is not perfect for the game, but it looks, listen, when you look at this, when you're not in the game, when you're not on Twitter, when you're not on such and such, this doesn't look terrible. Whether it's samey or it's in high legend or what have you, listen, I'm not in high legend. It doesn't bother me. I'm a casual player. But I want to talk about the casualness of this. These events, these events right here, this one, the Day of Rebirth, September 2nd to the 23rd, this felt like a chore. This did not feel like we were playing Hearthstone. This felt like, okay, I have to get this done. Okay, I have to play 6 games so I can get this done. I am not a fan of traditional modes, locking it out of Battlegrounds, locking it out of everything else that I like to play. And that's usually how I finish some of these. So, locking these up and then play 850 guards in traditional modes. If you're not a fan of the meta right now, this locks you up. This doesn't give you the opportunity. There's a couple of these spells on the daily quest side that did give you the opportunity to play on Battlegrounds, but you're just rolling back and forth. And these +1/+1s, it was a chore. And, listen, I did it. I trudged through it, and I trudged through it to try to get the card back and the coin and everything like that. And that's even, listen, they made some adjustments too. They made some adjustments from 2,000 to 500. I hope they scale these eventually soon, because This one, I'm not a fan of doing these, especially, or break the barrier of traditional modes. One of the two. Pick your poison. I don't care. The Hollow's End event. Listen, I have all the cards. I have all the, I don't need any of these. I don't think I'm going to run and jump to do this set when it's locked in the traditional modes thing for a skin that I'm not even, I'm not even upset if I don't have. I'm not a completionist anymore. And I'll explain to you why I'm not a completionist anymore. I wasn't someone that spent a lot of money, but I spent money. I bought the first pet. Crush is mine. I spent $158 plus tax or whatever, and I bought that. And then a couple of weeks later, boom, Rabbitath comes in. Rabbitath looks awesome, but it was $158. It's $158 for you to get this if you really want it, because the way it broke down, and I'm not going to simulate this. I don't want to rehash this because I'm not upset. I'm not mad. I'm not, it's just I'm not going to spend $158. I have a G.I. Joe collection that I'm starting back up again, and that's taking all my money. And if it's a choice between 158 digital, piece of I guess, currency, not even currency, it's a digital pet. I'm going to spend my money elsewhere, especially when 2 weeks or 3 weeks or 4 weeks later, before that, there was that other pet. I don't need two. I think this is too much. I think locking it in there set a bad sentiment. I think that the meta's not landing as well as they wanted. Samey. None of the new cards are being played. Hat leaving. It was just, wow, it's been rough. And to me, I feel like, whoa, this is going to get worse, because look what the next one is. It's a mythic skin. Not even a pet. And it's still locked in $158. And that's bad. I'm not a fan of this. I think that, locking all these pieces, you see multiple. If you're on Twitter, you've seen it. There's people now that are saying, hey, I'm not a completionist anymore because I can't afford this. I don't want to spend that much money for these. We went from 14 signatures to 270. There's literally a signature for almost every card. And I love it because I love the art, but not when they're locked behind a $50 plus, bundle, or a $70 plus bundle for two, or a random one, or like I said, $158 slide. I did spend money on this one only for the 0.1% chance that I would get this. I spent $20 and then I was done. Yeah, no thank you. It's just not good. And you know what? I would be okay with it. I had no problems buying the Crush pet. I bought the Crush pet as quickly as I can, and I had no problems doing that. And then a month later, we get another one. A month later, we get another one. It's not what I signed up for. It's really not. And, unfortunately, there's a lot of others that are dealing with that, right now. And I'm hoping it gets better. I'm hoping that, the game takes a turn. The new set's coming out soon. I'm interested in seeing what the cards are, but after hitting this and not seeing any type of movement on this, I'm going to look at those cards. I'm going to be much more scrutinous on this, because a lot of these cards no one's playing. Spent 10,000 gold on this. No one's playing these cards. They're not competitive. The win rates are terrible on this. Look, you can see it. It's not amazing. So I'm going to look. Do I need to buy this? Do I need to buy this? Do I need to save up to buy the next pet? Because we know there's going to be another pet. I don't know how many they've made. But I know it's going to be expensive. And then listen, on my last thing, because I'm trying not to be negative. I'm not. I love the game. I think the negativity is the fact that people are fed up with loving the game so much and having such a dark situation happening right now. And it is kind of dark. We don't know what's going on. And we don't see anything besides, we're not going to do anything besides this small little bump. Boost on the cards, and they didn't happen. And yes, I'm rambling. It's late at night, and I want to. It's my video. And yeah, there's not what it used to be. Things are not what they used to be. And change happens, but it's not great. You know, I went over here. This is what I'll do when I make my awesome thumbnails. And I say awesome because I have an awesome time doing them. Not that they're amazing, but I have fun doing the thumbnails. I was like, oh, let me go grab some cards from the mini set. Not even in here. Not even in the press center. And listen, whether Hat was doing more than he should have or Hat was going above and beyond, he made sure those were in here. And he's not here and they're not here. That's saying something. That's speaking a lot. I love the game. I want it to be better. I want to be a bigger part of it. I want to play more. I want to spend more time talking about it. I would love nothing more than to start building up this channel again. I've missed you all. I've missed creating content. It's fun to do, but come on. I can't even do what I need to do right now because unless I'm stupid, I don't see the full art for the mini set. And I looked. I promise you. I looked. Will things get better? I'm hoping so. I'm going to be, you know, as optimistic as possible, knowing the situation is dark right now. Do I hope the new set comes out really awesome, really well received, and everything's hunky-dory? Do I hope they have some, you know, pets that maybe won't cost $158 for it? And listen, I get it. People are saying, oh, you get so much more for that. But what if you only want the pet? What if you want to roll through because you only want this hero? And a skin for $158 that's locked in? What if you want this and can't have the $158? And I get it. Listen, they're a business. They got to make money. And I understand that. No one's saying that. Capitalism is, you know, what drives the world or what have you. But come on, $158 for a skin? I would love to find out how many people are going to buy that in the United States. I know that, you know, China has a bigger influence. I know this is, you know, it's very well received in China. Hearthstone is very, very well over there as opposed to, you know, where it is in the States. And I know it's a 10-year game. I know 10-year-old game. I know that. I just, you know, it's not what it was a year ago. It's never been this, I'd say dark, but I don't even know if dark's the word. I've never seen so much negativity in anything that Hearthstone posts. And there's people that I used to watch making videos all the time and they're done. It's done. I don't see them anymore. And it's sad. Am I back yet? No. Am I going to be back? I want to be. I really want to do something with the game. I want to do budget decks. I want to do fun stuff. You know, I'm not a streamer because I'm not a great player at this game, but I love this game and I have fun with this game and I have fun doing all this. So yes, I want to, but man, where's the light at the end of the tunnel? Because I can't even make a thumbnail. I'm going to have to go hunt and peck. I'm going to have to go bother Hearthstone to see if he has anything. Yeah, listen, let me know your thoughts in the comments. I miss you all. I love you all. I hope for better days, and I know you all do too, and maybe I'll see you in the tavern.